Hey everybody, it's your boy Hippie Flow here, and I have a pretty cool idea for you. So I've been cooking this up for a little while. I designed a smart wool factory. I'm calling it Smart Wool. So I'm going to start from the bottom, and we're going to work our way up. Down here we have 4 double chests that filter all the way through. Um, for each color, on the back of it, we have item sorters with a ice loop, spitting everything out. Bringing it around. As you can see, the dropper will drop what you need, or what it collects. Blue line is our collection system. And I made these glass towers for each color. And when each color gets full, it'll send a signal up, and it'll shut off the dispensers for that color. And it'll only shear what needs to be sheared for every level. I just fired it back up again, so some of these guys haven't hit yet. I have an orange line up there that I'll show you in a second. It's just droppers dropping shears down to be picked up by this green line that supplies all the dispensers with all the shears they could ever possibly need. And when each color gets full, when the entire farm gets full, it shuts the whole farm off. Everything stops. Sheep no longer need to be sheared. And it's quiet except for a few bars. Here's our dropper system. We've seen this before. I use it all the time. I love that little circuit. And it just drops them down a little glass thing to be picked up by the next one. When the bottom one gets full, it sends a signal up here to stop it. Same thing, all just daisy chained all the way up. And that's version 1 of my smart wool system. In and of itself, it's pretty cool. Couple notes. If you were to build this and you want it at the ground level, I'd probably put some space in between these on every side so you can add doors or something. Because if you build around it, these are going to be weird to make doors for. But when I designed it, I thought it would be cool to put it in the ground and then have an elevator going down with, where'd it go? There you are. I don't like this pattern, but some kind of a light up rainbow floor as you go through to get to the bottom. And that's it for version 1.0. And I'll be back in a second to talk about some real crazy shenanigans that I've been up to. Hey guys, do me a favor. If you've liked what you've seen so far, can you go ahead and hit like and subscribe for me? Really help out the channel. Really appreciate it. Just smash that like button. Thank you. Anyways, on with the channel. Alright, hippies, welcome back. So, what I have behind me is Smart Wool 2.0. And I'm pretty proud of it. Been fiddling with some stuff and I made some magic happen. Follow me into the madness. Up above, we have the original sheep farm. Down below, under the chests, we have a shulker box loader for every single color. We have a torch locking these hoppers on every single color. And over here, this is our all full line to stop all the collection mine carts. And once it's all full, it's going to piggyback down here, send a signal down the pink line to this rising edge monostable circuit. That'll send a pulse to two things. One, it'll turn on this T flip-flop, and this red line is like an E stop. It just keeps everything shut off while everything else is running. And the purple is a synchronous binary counter. Huge thanks to Matt Batwings for his Logical Redstone Reloaded series on YouTube. I highly recommend you'll check him out. I'll put a link in the description below. I made a 5-bit version, and it basically just normal ripple counters will toggle all of the inputs, but I just want one at a time so I don't trigger anything I don't want to over there. When it counts to 1, it'll send a signal and it unlocks a color pertaining to the code. So 1 is red. Unlocks this torch, turns it off, unlocks the hopper, drains it. 2, this one's a half a chest. It sends a signal, relocks the hopper. And when it relocks the hopper, it also sends a signal down here to another monostable circuit, sends a pulse to an etho hopper clock, to another monostable circuit, and then it counts to 2. It goes all the way around through 1 through 16. It'll spit the shulker boxes out into this little ice circle. Comes out here. And it goes into one of 16 barrels. So we have a 4-way intersection here. It can go straight, left, or right. And we have a little 1-tick block swapper that I made up myself. Same thing over here. And for each one, we have a block swapper by Ilmango. This was his design. I had to do some finagling to make it work with a solid signal instead of a button. But I made it work, and it switches out blue ice for soul sand to make a bubble vader, sends it up into the appropriate barrel. Had some bugs the first couple rounds, you know, it happens. But I got them all fixed now. And I'll be back in a minute with some clips on showing you how it works. Alright, here pretty soon we should see our pulse come down our pink line and start the whole thing up. There we go. It's in 1, and now as you can see, the red is drained into the shulker box. And if we look over here, we can see that our block swapper has switched it to go left, and our bubble vader is in the red. And this little blue circuit here I made, I'm calling it a blooper. It just sees the shulker box go through the hopper, and it sends out a little pulse and bloops it out of the dropper. Here's the shulker box getting spit out and put in the water stream. Off we go. Boom. And here's the block swapper switching from orange to yellow. Alright, we're currently on lime green. And when this is done, it's going to switch over to dark green. So we have a chance to show off our little block swappers. And that about does it. So we have our organized shulker box containers over here. barrels full of shulker boxes of our wool of colors. We have our automatic sheep farm up top, shulker box loaders underneath. We have our binary lines, and it counts 1 through 16, one for all the colors, and then when it gets to 17, it turns off our T flip-flop and turns this line off to start the farm back up. And it loops back around here to load 0 and reset the entire system. I've been HippieFlow90, and this is my sheep wool factory. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. If you have any ideas on what I should do next, please leave a comment below. And I hope you have a wonderful day.